Hello, my name is Riley Johnson, and I'm one of the designers who worked to bring you the game that you see before you right now, Cryptid. Cryptid is our capstone project for Full Sail University and has been in development by our team for the last 4 months. This is our final project for graduation, and this is our project that will hopefully propel ourselves into the world of game design as professionals. Our team is a very small team consisting of only 5 members. On our team, we have myself, Riley Johnson. We have Antonio. We have Dominic. We have Elliot. We have Jerry. And that is all our team for the designers. But we do also have some art students that we had creating art assets and helping out with the creative, artistic side of the project as well during the last month of production for the game. As for those creative art people, we have Tim, we have Haley, and we have Nee. Altogether, we have worked hard to bring to you this game, and we have spent many hours toiling over this project. My associates will take it away. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy this presentation on all the things we've done during this project and how much this project means to us as designers. Thank you.
In the first month of our capstone, the team and I were invested in making a horror game almost immediately. We discussed the possibilities of making a game with the mechanical properties of Hitman Go, and the themes of games such as 999 and Aoni. We were eager to go to work, but couldn't decide whether we should primarily focus on what our core mechanics were, or what our story should mainly focus on. This was our first hurdle as a team, but we quickly landed on a story we briefly used to describe our game as the Bambi horror story. The next big hurdle we encountered as a team in this first month of our capstone was developing a feature list that gave us the basis to work from the ground up. We needed to establish our highest demand features and what we considered to be the lowest demand early on. As we went through the process of elimination, we found what worked well with our overall vision and what appeared to get lost in the shuffle. In the next section of this video, my teammate will discuss how we learned from our issues in month 1 and how we progressed in making Cryptid in month 2.
Hello. In our second month of development, we worked hard on making mechanics that fit well with the creative vision of the game. We wanted to add puzzles, abilities to the player, and obstacles for the player to overcome. One of the things that we struggled with was the AI. We wanted to add multiple AI to the levels to make it harder and more entertaining to play. The issue was only having one of the AIs move, while the rest sat idle, doing nothing. After days of work and a little bit of help from the professor, we finally had everything in working order. Part of the problem that we think caused this was something we called the infinite meeting. When anyone needed help, we would all jump in call and try to help them out to the best of our abilities. However, this led to us being in call for a long time, almost all day, and caused us to burn out quickly. We would fix this by having a meeting in the morning to fix all of yesterday's problems, and after an hour or two, we would break off and work on today's problems. Now I'm going to pass things off to Elliot, who's going to talk about month 3.
Hello. During month 3, Team AFK focused on implementing new levels, adjusting previously created ones, and tuning our game widgets in an effort to streamline our user experience. During that month, communication, time management, and good documentation were at the forefront of our efforts in order to make sure everything remained organized while we conducted our meetings. Month 3 went smoothly in that regard, but I would be amiss if I chose to not say that we didn't experience shortcomings for month 3. Some of the most prominent feelings that all of us felt during development would be the fatigue of working on the project for an extended duration under time constraints, along with setting real-world issues to the side in order to prioritize the project. Regardless of the negatives and the positives, I believe we learned that even though fatigue can become an issue, we're more than capable of pushing through it and creating high-quality work. With that being said, I'm going to hand the torch to my fellow teammate, Antonio Martinez.
Hello, my name is Antonio Martinez, and for month 4 of development, we worked on importing new assets and refining the entire game into a complete project. We learned how to import different static meshes, textures, and PNGs to create finalized assets, as in this feather right here, or even our worm, which doesn't have its material yet, but the static mesh was imported to show off that it's more worm-like. We also learned the importance of extra layers of feedback for the player. Adding a pop-up when something happened, like walking over a trap or picking up a collectible, enabled us to ensure that the player knew what was happening, as you can see here. This reduced the overall confusion when playing our game. We also made variants of different assets in the game based on the environment. This change proved to be difficult as some of the tiles were dependent on a specific version of an asset, like these doors. We ended up having to spend a long chunk of time changing out or copying assets. This caused several bugs that slowed down our process of finalizing the game. But thankfully, we came together as a team and helped each other repair as many tiles as we could to make it into a more complete project. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for
Thank you
supporting
for
our
supporting
game.
our game.